Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm really happy that you guys stuck around for this one. I've been talking about filming my finished coloring pages for a while now, and this one is going to be combined all of March and all of June, everything I was able to color, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. We have lots of different books, and I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this because I'm hoping it's not going to be a super long video. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so the first one is just this printout of a page from the book Calm Color by Number. It's one of the books my mom is coloring in, and she made this copy for me just to test out this cardstock. And my sister actually generously gifted me some of her old Prismacolor alcohol markers. So that's what I went ahead and colored this in with because it was my first time trying them out and I just wanted to see how they worked. Obviously they bleed. This is just some regular cardstock. Yeah, so this was just a really quick page, basically, just to test out those new Prismacolor alcohol markers. And like I said, this page is from the book Calm Color by Number. Alright, next up is the book Living Wonders, Color Art for Everyone. I'm not totally sure who this is by, it doesn't say, but this is one of the first pages I colored since I got back into coloring. As of March is when I started coloring again. This is one of the first completed pages I did, and I did tear it out originally, but I paper clipped it back into the book so I wouldn't lose it. But yeah, this page was just colored with some really cheap colored pencils I had at the time. And the background is also, I think it's just a black marker and colored pencil outlined, and then a black marker. So just some cheap colored pencils. I was pretty happy with how this one came out since it was my first page since getting back into coloring. A few of these are done with markers because I had originally started this a long time ago. And then when I came back to it, I did it with colored pencil. That was in Living Wonders, Color Art for Everyone. So the next couple pages are mandalas. I really like coloring mandalas, and I have so many mandala coloring books on my wish list. I think they're very soothing and relaxing to color. So this one is from Adult Coloring Books, a coloring book for adults featuring mandalas, hand-inspired flowers, animals, and paisley patterns. And I'm pretty sure this one's by Adult Coloring Books, yeah. So the page I did in here is this one. This was done with Crayola Signature colored pencils. So not the base student brand, but they have a signature line. I think I had a 24 set. And then the border was just a black marker. Yeah, and then the white accent is just white gel pen. I was really happy with the way this one came out, and I was, once again, kind of, oh, sorry about that. It was my cat. But I was just kind of testing out the Crayola signatures. This was the first page I'd colored with them. So that's this mandala. In Adult Coloring Books, a coloring book for adults. The next book is also another mandala, or has mandalas in it. Adult Coloring Book, Stress to Living Floral Designs, Hand-Inspired Flowers, and Paisley Patterns. I did pick a mandala to color out of this one. So this is the page. It's so sparkly. I colored in this book. This is done all with Jelly Roll gel pens. I have the regulars, the Moonlights, Stardust, Metallics, a little bit of everything. I just got my Jelly Rolls and I wanted to try them out on a page. So I picked this mandala, and it's super shimmery. Some of the points were a little too, they give you, in the set that I got, they give you a large point and a fine point, and I used the larger point on some of them and it ended up bleeding which I didn't really love, but overall I think it's a cute page. It was just simple and fast and something to try out my new jelly rolls on. That was Adult Coloring Book, and I think that's by the same company as the last book. Yeah, Adult Coloring Book, so that one. Alright, next book is Coloring Book Cactus and Succulents. Actually, I've cut out a few pages of this book, but the first page I colored was this one, just a really simple one again. I did this with signature, Crayola signature colored pencils, nothing too fancy, kind of just getting back into coloring at the beginning of March. So I did this one evening, and then later on in the month I did this one, and I actually did this one with Crayola Super Tips, but I used them as like a watercolor, so I colored them into a plastic palette, and then I picked up the color with a water brush and painted it on the page. So I used the Crayola Super Tips, kind of like water paints, and then the purple is a pastel and little white gel pen accents. This one was really quick, but I did enjoy the way it came out, even though it really warped this paper, but I still think it was really cute, and it didn't bleed too much, just barely there. So yeah. Those are the pages I colored in Coloring Book Cactus and Succulents. This is a really fun little book if you enjoy cactuses and such. It has some sweet pages in it. Alright, next up is Escape to Wonderland by Good Wives and Warriors. This one's exciting because I had just received my Prismacolor set. So this is the first page I zoom out a little bit. Finished using all Prismacolors. So I had never colored with them before, and I picked this page to try them out. This is kind of like just the very beginning of the book. I did the cloud background I drew in myself. I hand drew that in, and I'm not totally in love with the way that came out, but I did want her to kind of be like floating in the sky. I really liked her hair. It was my first time coloring hair, first time coloring skin. So this page was a first, lots of firsts. First time using my Prismacolors, but I actually really liked the way this came out. And I'm excited to color more pages in this book, but I haven't got around to it yet. So that was my page in Escape to Wonderland by Good Wives and Warriors. Next in the stack is Botanica, which is such a beautiful book by Maria Trolle. And in this one, I colored this double page spread. I did follow a color along for this by Julie's Passion for Coloring, which I will have 100% linked in the down bar if you're interested in following her color along as well. She used Prismacolors, so I also used Prismacolors since I had them, and I was excited to color in this book for the first time. So this is the first 2 pages I've colored, the only pages I've colored so far in Botanica, but I was absolutely in love with how this came out, and I think I did a pretty good job at following her color along. Like I said, all Prismacolors, and then white gel pen. I think I might have used a white Posca pen for the white speckles and some detailing on this butterfly and on the little girl's dress. I also outlined all the leaves with green gel pen. But yes, I did follow Julie's Passion for Coloring's video, so definitely go give that a watch if you're interested in coloring this page. She only did this page in the color along, but this was all the same plants, so I just mirrored, I just went ahead and mirrored all the same colors to make it a matching double spread. And I am absolutely in love with this page, and I cannot wait to color more in Botanica by Maria Trulli. Next up is some color by number, which I really like. I really want to get some more color by numbers because, once again, just like the mandalas, they're very relaxing and easy and just fun to color in. So this one is color by number, Animal Mosaics by Sun Life Drawing, which do a lot of color by numbers. And in this book, I'm just starting from the beginning and going page by page. So in the last 2 months, I did color 3 pages in this book. So we have the first page, which is the deer, which I colored with Crayola Super Tips. And it did buckle the paper a tiny bit. And for the outline and the frame, I used a metallic Sharpie in gold. I am pretty happy with how the deer came out. But, you know, the Super Tips do streak a little bit, so. The next one, I went ahead and tried out using all gel pens, and this is a sparkly set of gel pens I found off Amazon, which I'll have linked below. It's all sparkle. There's no other type of, like, regular gel pen. It's all a sparkle gel pen set. So that's what I went ahead and used on this page for the lions, which is very sparkly. Honestly, the camera's not even picking up how truly sparkly it is. And then for the outline in this one, I used a Pentel Sparkle Pop gold gel pen. And then, oh, I actually did 4 pages. Aha. Next is the bear, which I didn't fill in the lines because I wanted to get your guys' opinion if you guys like the lines, the mosaic outline filled in or not filled in. So I wanted to show you guys a page with it not filled in. And this one was done all with the Prismacolor alcohol markers. So that one was pretty easy. And this one, the hedgehog, was done with, what did I use on this one? Oh, I used Bic Intensity regular tip, so just the fine tip Bic Intensities, and also the Stabilo Pen 68s, so like felt tip marker. So I did a mix of those, and this one actually is interesting with the outline. Half the page is done with my Pentel Sparkle Pop, and then it ran out. So honestly, I only was able to do a page and a half with that pen, and then the pen ran out. So it did not last me very long at all. And then the second half of the page is done with a gold shade from the same set that I colored the lions with. So it was just a gold out of that set. And honestly, you can't even tell the difference. And I know the Pentel Sparkle Pops are pretty expensive. So I really like the gold in this one. So yeah, those are the 4 color by number pages I completed from Animal Mosaic. Next up is the Disney Princess coloring book. I'm not sure if you can buy this online. I got mine at Disney World this year when I went back in February. If I can find it, I'll link it below. I'll link all the coloring books that I show in this description if you're interested in picking them up. If I can find a link for them, it'll be in the down bar below. But this one, like I said, Disney Princess coloring book, and the page I completed was the Tangled page. So I did Rapunzel all in Prismacolor pencils, and then I did the background with soft pastel, and I hand drew the kind of mosaic outline with a white gel pen, and a little bit of sparkle on her paintbrush is another Sparkle Pop in purple gel pen. But yeah, I think this one was pretty cute. I really love the background on this one. I was inspired by her floor in the tower. I wanted it to look like that. Oh, and I did use an alcohol marker for the base of her skin as well. So yeah, This one was really quick and easy, and I think it's so cute. Next up is probably my favorite finished page of the past 2 months, March and June. In Daydreams by Hannah Carlson. I kind of fell in love with her books this month, and I picked up 4. I have 4 now in my collection, and I can't wait to have all of them. But the page I finished this month was this portrait page. Let me zoom in just a teeny bit. This is how this page turned out. I love it so much. I'm so proud of myself. I watched a Color by Claire mermaid hair tutorial to learn how to color hair, because this is my first time doing, I know I did hair in the Alice in Wonderland page, but this was the first time doing like these braids type of hair, and I really wanted her to have like mermaid green hair, so I followed that tutorial for the hair, and then I also followed a Chris Chang tutorial for the skin. So not this exact picture, but just watching her color skin to give me an idea on how I would color her skin, which I'm really proud of myself. Like, again, second time coloring hair, second time coloring skin, and I think it came out really, really good. Well, I'm really happy with how it came out. I outlined the leaves with a white gel pen or a white Posca pen. I added some gold gel pen to the leaves and the flowers. I also outlined her hairpiece and added stickles around the edge, as well as more white Posca pen. And of course, the picture itself is colored with Prismacolor. This blue part is soft pastel, and the background is a black painted acrylic. So I love this one, and I could stare at it forever. I'm just so proud of this page, and I hope you guys like it as much as I do. So that was Daydreams by Hannah Carlson. And last page for March and June finished coloring pages is from Johanna Basford's World of Flowers. And let me flip to this one. So this is the page I completed out of this book. I used Prismacolors, white Posca or white gel pen, some gold shimmery watercolor, and soft pastel for the background. I did follow another one of Julie's Passion for Coloring's color along, which I'll have linked below for the water ring. I followed her color along for that part. She has this page for color along, but then everything else I kind of changed. I picked a color palette off of Pinterest, and I just went with that for each element, and then picked the green for the pastel background. And the only thing I'm not terribly happy with, and I don't know if you guys have this problem, is when I outline with my white gel pen on top of the Prismacolors, it tends to just bleed, and I don't know if you can see that the white has turned to pink, as well as over here I added some white dots, which you can't even really see because they're pink now. So basically my white gel pen is kind of just soaking up the pigment of the colored pencil and not actually staying white, which is kind of disappointing because I don't know, it makes it look a little muddy in my opinion. But other than that, I love the page, and I think the color combination came out really nice, and I like the little sparkle of the shimmery metallic watercolor that I used around the page and the border. But yeah, so that's the last page, and then I just quickly wanted to show you guys my current work in progress, which you guys will see for next month's and finished in July. I am working on this page, following Chris Chang's color along for each circle, and yeah, I'm excited to have that one finished completely to show you guys next month. But those are all my finished coloring pages for the last 2 months. I'm so excited to have gotten back into coloring and started this YouTube channel, showing you guys and sharing with you guys all of my coloring journey and all the stuff I've been purchasing and pages I've been coloring. And like I said, I am streaming some of my color alongs live over on Twitch if that's something you're interested in. I play video games, but sometimes you can catch me coloring on there too because it's really relaxing and fun to share it with you guys live. And then, yeah, just again, a huge thank you to anyone who's supported the YouTube channel and been watching these coloring videos. I plan to have another haul coming up, as well as a speed coloring, possibly, of one of the circles that I just showed you, of one of these. If you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a video, and it would mean so much to me. The support is unmatched currently, so I just really appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, if there was anything you saw, I'll try to have it linked in the down bar below for you guys, and I hope you all have an amazing rest of your week, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.